No, not at the moment. Okay, they've lost millions of dollars each. Okay, we're not talking about 100,000 or 10,000. Okay, it's this card. What you write on the card is about how do you want to be identified as in 5-10 years' time? When people say your name, oh, Brian. Oh, we know Brian because he's expert at so and so. Or this is his character. This is what he's like. Okay, that's what you need to write down. What is it? How do you want to be seen by other people in your society? Okay, and now on the other side, turn the card over. Remember, we've got to go very, very quickly, so pay attention. Very, very quickly. On the other side of the card, turn it over and write down what is it that you really fear. What is it that you fear the most in this world? Write down the first thing that comes to your mind. Maybe you worry about not getting a job. Okay, write that down. I don't know. Okay, write down those fears you have. Is it talking to someone? Just write that down. Okay. Fear of having no home. Okay, write that down. Okay. Fear of not being accepted or whatever. Just write down your fears. Okay. Today's talk is about that. Today's talk is about that card. Which side of the card are you going to look at every day? Hold up your card now, please. Hold up your card. You've written on both sides of the card. Hold it up now. Okay? So, which side, when you wake up every morning, which side are you going to look at? Both? Many of you, I'm sure, you wake up every morning and you're looking at the fear side. Okay? You're not looking at the fear. You're not looking at the dream side. They are opposites. Okay? You cannot achieve what you want on one side if you're thinking about what's on the other side. Let me repeat. The message from today's very quick talk and very brief story that I'm about to tell you is about if you want to achieve on one side, you're not going to achieve it or your full potential if you keep looking at the other side. Okay? Thinking about the other side. Okay? So every morning from now on, decide which side of the card you're going to look at. That's what today's talk is about. Okay? It's not about me. I'll just give you an example. I want you to be better. I want you to say in 5 years' time, I'm glad I had this card and started thinking about what I'm writing on each side of the card. Because all of us have fears and all of us have dreams. Disraeli, as a famous philosopher, said, our doubts are traitors and make us lose the good we often might win by fearing to attempt. What do we mean by our doubts are traitors? Our doubts are our fears. They are traitors. What's a traitor? Like a spy, like someone who stabbed you in the back. Okay? They stab your dreams in the back. So don't give your doubts or fears any power. Don't let them stab you. Don't let them hold back your dream. Remember that saying, our doubts are traitors and make us lose the good we often might win by fearing to attempt. Okay? The fear stop you from achieving your good. That's a very famous quote, and I'll give you the source for that and you can look at later on. Have we got handouts? Yes, we do. Okay? We've got to help you. Okay? Because I'm very serious about today's talk. Today's talk is not about law. It's not about management accounting. It's about being successful. It's about being successful as a student, being successful in your job. Okay? Because I'm sure in the last 3 months, your job prospects have probably gone down a little bit. How many of you wanted to work for Goldman Sachs or Bear Stearns or Lehman Brothers? Hands up. Okay? They no longer exist in the same way. Okay? I have some good news for you. That's a good thing. I mean, because the reason for wanting to work in an investment firm is not the real reason for why you want to be successful. Okay? And that would just be another distraction from finding out what you really are and want to become. That's why it's good news. That's a good thing. There's a positive side to everything that happens in this world. So have a look at that card again. Which side? Brian, which side do you have? Your card was like that. Is this your fear side or your dreams? You had it on the fear side. Don't do that. You should have on the dream side always. Okay? Which side is your card on, Gaby? Yeah, good. Keep it on that way. especially when you wake up every morning. Have you all got handouts? Okay, if you haven't, please take some more. Thank you. Just you can pass them back. That would be wonderful. There's plenty to go around. Okay? Okay. Again, this is not about me. All right, look. I've achieved all this. It's wonderful. Professor's wonderful. Give me a clap. Everything that. No, don't. All right. No, don't. I want. It's you that's important. You see, look, I've achieved all this, and it's all wonderful. Look at all the publications I've got. You know, I've worked hard, and I'm one of the most published associate professors in the School of Business now. Okay. All right. So I've got all these publications. These are in top international journals. Okay, so I can go to any job in the US, I can get a job in Australia very easy. Okay, but I love Asia and Hong Kong, so I stay here. Okay, well, I'm just saying, look, okay, there's some other publications, there's more publications there. And you can access all of these at my brainlit.com website. You can download and check all of those publications. But my story didn't start off that way, and I think it's not going past this, so I just want to check why. How many of you have seen Spider-Man? Huh? Okay. Have you ever thought, wow, what if he falls? Huh? Did you think that? Hands up if you thought of that. What if he falls? Which side of the card is that you're looking at? Which side of the card? Yeah, the fear. Okay. So which side of the card is he focusing on when he's climbing? Yeah, success. Okay. All right. He doesn't have time or room to think of the other side of the card. So, what building are you scaling with your life? Okay. You've got to think like Spider-Man. Okay. If you start thinking of the failure, ouch, you might not achieve your dream. Okay. So if he can do it, you can too. Okay. Now, what about me? Okay, Year 10 certificate. What does that mean? Background. I was fired my first job, asked to leave my second job, asked to leave my third job, asked to stick to teaching, not do research, my fourth job. My sixth job, finally I got more control. I knew what I was doing. I felt successful, and I gave up tenure at City University. And then I came here at University of Hong Kong. Okay, so I had many different choices to make, but you've got to realise that my first job started when I was 15. My first job started in Mildura. That's where I came from. Do you know where that is, Mildura? There's Melbourne here, Ma'ibun. Okay, that's Australia. Can you all see that all right? Let me turn off the front. Put on, is that better? Okay, all right. So, there's me picking the grape. Okay, we grew up on a fruit block. What is a fruit block? The fruit block grows these things here. Okay, sultanas, like raisins. Okay, so we used to grow these. Okay, and send them to the co-op, and the dried ones, not the fresh ones. Okay, but we failed. We had to leave the block back in 1978. So Mum and Dad basically gone bankrupt. Okay, and so we went into rental accommodation after that. Okay, so after to leave the block, our family went into rent accommodation. There are no great expectations on us. Mum and Dad just gave us a lot of encouragement. Okay, and they just worked 7 days a week to keep us. And that's probably the case for many of your parents. Okay, and that's wonderful. That's why I love being here in Asia, because everyone just works so hard to create the opportunity. But that's not the story. Look, you saw my success, right? Here's my middle school. Junior high school, grade 9. Okay, so you think I have good English? Well, tests, C. Oral expression, A. Bookwork, C. Overall grade, C. Geography, B. Science, C. Are they good grades? Can you get into Hong Kong U with those grades? No, not at all. Remember, this is grade 9 in middle school. What about science extension, social science? B, C, B. Okay, so we've got some mathematics, agriculture, music. Look at this, working very well, showing improvement, working well, but that's all. I still just get a B, a C. Okay. All right. What about senior high school? You went to senior high school. You all did senior high school, right? Did you all finish? I didn't finish. I didn't finish senior high school. Look, here's my final year, 1979, year 10, year 1 of senior high school. I get mathematics, overall grade B, English, D for English. Okay, oral contribution maybe A, okay, but test, D. How many of you get a